Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could play a song by The Weeknd called Till Dawn. And it starts out with a really cool intro lick, actually, where you can play the low E string on the first fret. And we do that a lot. And then from there, we go to 3rd fret on the low E string. And then we go to 5th fret on the low E string. And kind of do that a lot. And then we kind of start that over again. F, G, A. Now, if you want to thicken that up a little bit, you could actually use some things called power chords. And actually, we'll talk about some other chords to kind of back this up too. But you could do 1st finger on the low E string on the 1st fret, and then take 3rd finger and go to the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the E and the A string together, that's something called F5. And then from the F5, actually, for the G notes, you can thicken them up by doing that same shape on the 3rd and the 5th frets. And then for the A note, you could thicken that up by doing the same shape, but now on the 5th and the 7th frets. So you could work it as kind of an F5, G, A. Now the chords would actually back that up. That would start on an F major chord. And the way you play F major, and actually we'll talk about a couple different ways to do this, but if you take the 1st finger and kind of put them across the entire 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G string on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A string on the 3rd fret, and then pinky on the D string on the 3rd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an F major chord. That sounds really happy. Now a good substitute for that is something called F major 7. When you play F major 7, 1st finger is going to go to the B string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger is going to go to the G string on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger is going to go to the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you kind of strum just the D, G, B, and E, that sounds like F major 7. It sounds really happy. And then that G note would get backed up by a G major chord. And when we play G major, 1st finger is going to go to the A string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and the 3rd finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord. It sounds really happy. And then the A note would actually get backed up by A minor chord. When you play A minor, 1st finger is going to go to the B string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger is going to go to the D string on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger is going to go to the G string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like A minor chord. It sounds really sad. So a lot of our song actually is kind of that F, 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 G, A minor. But a lot of times with a song like this, to back my voice up actually and kind of support the tune, I like using some things called strum patterns. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the F and just tried that, like you have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. So one way to kind of work that intro actually is you could kind of work the F 3 times and then make your change to A minor. So we tried it that way. You'd have F with a down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, up. So kind of generalizing that last F. But if you wanted to get the G in, you could kind of do that F with kind of a down, down, up, and then hit the G for your last down up of the strum pattern, and then go to your A minor with the whole strum pattern. So we tried it that way. We'd have F with the down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, G down, A minor, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, G down, A minor, down, down, up, down, up. Now for myself, something else I like to add to a song to kind of make it more interesting is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass note for the chord and then do your down, up, down, up. So if you're doing the bar F major, then you'd be using the low E string for your bass note on that chord. On the F major 7, you'd be doing the D for your bass. On the G chord, we'd have the low E string for the bass. And then on the A minor, you have an A string for your bass. So one way to kind of work that through that verse chorus is we have F with the bass, down, up, down, F with the bass, down, up, down, F with the bass, down, up, down, A minor with the A bass, down, up, down, up. Or if you want to get that G in there, then you could kind of work it as an F, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, G down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, G down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, and then we're basically going to be repeating that until we get to our bridge part. And on our bridge part, we start on A minor, and then we do another A minor. And actually, it's a little weird. Actually, the very last A minor that you're doing in the verse chorus form actually becomes like the first in the bridge. And then from the A minor, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger is going to stay on the B string first fret, second finger on the D string on the second fret, the third finger is going to go to the A string on the third fret. And if you strum just the A string to the high E string, then that sounds a C major chord. It sounds really, really happy. And then from the C major chord, we're going to be going to a D minor chord. And the way you play D minor, first finger is going to go to the high E on the first fret, the second finger is going to go to the G on the second fret, the third finger is going to go to the B string on the third fret. And if you kind of strum just the D, G, B, and E, that sounds a D minor chord. It sounds really, really happy. And then from the D minor, we're going to be going to a G major chord. And then from the G major, actually, there's this really crazy cool change where it kind of goes to an A flat major. Now, you could do that as kind of a bar. If you kind of take the first finger and go across the entire fourth fret, second finger on the G string on the fifth fret, third finger on the A string on the sixth fret, and the pinky on the D string on the sixth fret. That's something called A flat major, if you want to kind of use that for the change. Although another way to kind of work it or fake it is to kind of take the G major and just slide it over one fret. It's kind of a flat nastier, sharp nastier. Or you could even work that as just a power chord thing by playing an A flat 5 by doing first finger on the low E string, fourth fret, third finger on the A string on the sixth fret, and just kind of use just the E and the A strings for that change. So if you wanted to, then we'd be doing our down, down, up, down through all those chords. So if we tried that, we'd have A minor down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, C down, down, up, down, D minor down, down, up, down, D minor down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, down, G sharp. Or if you're kind of digging on the bass notes, you could kind of work the A string for your A minor chord, A string for your C major chord, the D string for your D minor chord, and then for your G or your A flat notes, you could work the low E string for your bass. So we tried the bridge with basses. We'd have A minor with an A bass, down, up, down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, D minor with an E bass, down, down, D minor with an E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G sharp low E bass, down, down. And then from there, then we'd be going into our outro. And our outro goes between the A minor chord and then our F major chord. So it almost takes our... So one way to work that outro is to kind of just do one down, down, up on each chord. So you'd have A minor with down, down, up, down, F, down, 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 A minor down, 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 F, down, down, Or you could throw basses in and have A minor with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down. And then from there, at the very, very end of our outro, actually, we go back to kind of our intro part. So we go back to our F with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, G down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, and we'll play a big A minor. Now, also in that outro, though, you could kind of split things and kind of work that change that we were doing from the F to the G, just like the intro, actually, on the F chords. So if you wanted to, you could work it as kind of A minor with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, G with the down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, G down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, G down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, G down, and then we'd be going into our outro. We got the F with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, G with the down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, B, A minor. But that's the basics of how you could strum through Till Dawn by The Weeknd. So good luck!